Hello, thank you for joining me. My name is Mentor Jessica, and today I am going to do a thyroid test. Now, this is a complete panel I got from Paloma. It just came in the mail today. I placed an order over the weekend and and I was shocked that I received it within 5 days, as it said the shipping was going to be 5 to 10 days. So with this is a full thyroid test kit that you can do at home, and you send it in and physicians actually look through the results and give you your results. I set up a time with a physician to talk about the results of the blood test. So I'm going to go through this and see how it goes. So I just got the kit. I'm going to move this down so you can see it as I'm opening it. Okay, so open it. I have the thank you little card. Gave gluten-free chocolate mug cake. It's not something I'm going to be interested in. And then here is the instructions, which they also did a video. And I watched the video on how I'm supposed to collect my sample. Gives you the spot card and a little bag of all the little goodies, and then the return bag. So I'm going to go through the directions. I've registered my kit. I've hydrated. I need to check to make sure everything is in the box. Caroline. I've already washed my hands and ran it under warm water for 2 minutes. Whoa, this seemed like a lot more than I need. I thought the kit only had one yellow and one blue. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so I have to stimulate my blood in my hands. I'm putting it below the desk and shaking it, and then get the collection card ready on a surface below waist level, so I'll be standing. All right, so tuck cover. Oh, I have to open it here. All right. Okay, I got a little confused while I was going through the directions, because on the video, or at least one of the videos, it went through telling you how to wash your hands, the 2 minutes. It said that in here, but it didn't talk about using the alcohol pads or the gauze. And it's nice that they give you Band-Aids. Like, everything you need is in this kit. So let's do the sterilized pads, and doing it on my left hand. I'm supposed to do it on the inside of the finger, not on, so I'm gonna use my middle finger. You want to rub that really good. You don't want to just do a quick wipe. It doesn't necessarily get all the grease and stuff off, although it shouldn't be too much. Yes, I'm rubbing the crap out of it. All right, and then I want sterile pad, gauze, and I need to take off the tip. Twist the thin lawn cap off. Press the lancet firmly on the side of the finger. Okay, so twist the cap off. Okay, got it off. Now I'm going to put it this is why they give you more than one. Okay, I almost had a little accident there. All right, so I'm going to press the button to activate the device, wipe away the first blood drop with gauze, and begin collecting. All right, so I'm supposed to be standing up. This is all supposed to be done below my waist. This is the most nervous part. This is like the worst when you know you're pricking yourself. This is one of the reasons when I test my ketones, I use the breath thing instead of doing the blood test, because I do not want to prick my finger every day. And not that I'm afraid of blood or needles, it's not something I want to get used to. So this is the worst part when I'm doing it to myself. It's a lot easier if it's someone else pricking me or putting a needle in me. I don't have a problem. I can even watch them, but me doing this, I don't know. I'm glad I don't have to do this every day, but oh boy. Okay, I can do this. I can do it. Okay. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it and then wipe away the first drop of blood. Yes. Okay, I got it. Okay, I barely have a drop of blood there. Okay, wipe away the first one. Just off of caution, I'm going to wipe away the second one. I'm supposed to massage the hands and then put it on let it drip onto the collection card. Okay, and then massage the hands, let another drip. I guess I should have put a warning. If you're get sensitive to blood, you might not want to watch this. And there's just dots that I'm wanting to be in the center of, and I'm doing this. I'm a little shaky and a little nervous while I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm shaky and nervous right now, but yeah, I can't even see it right now. All right. Another dot. Okay. And I have one more to do. One more. Come on. That's right. Keep it below the waist. I have to keep telling myself what I'm supposed to do to make sure I'm doing it right. All right, I'll let it drip there. Okay. Okay. That's done. Then we can get the Band-Aid. All right. Aw. All right. And all right. That's done. Whew. Hardest part is over. So there's the collection card with my drop of blood in each of the circles. Now I'm going to let this sit for 30 minutes. And once that's done, I'll put that collection card in this little baggie and put it in the return envelope and have it mailed away. Now, one of the reasons I've ordered this kit is the fact that I could do it myself at home. I've asked my doctors about my thyroid and checking my thyroid, and they do the checking your neck and feeling your neck, and did a blood test, but this checks for all the different thyroid. It does all the different thyroid tests. All the tests that Dr. Ken Berry says to do, the T3, the T4, the TPO, and the other one, the TSU. There's 4 of them, and it does all of them. And so that's one of the reasons that it does all those tests. I could do it at home. And the fact that I'm assigned a physician and I'm able to talk to a physician. Some of the other at-home ones that I looked into, they would give you an overview or a summary of your results And if you wanted to talk to a nurse or a physician, it was going to cost extra to schedule that, where this is all included. And it was just under $100 in order to be able to do this. So I look at going, that's the price of a doctor's visit. If I was going to pay, probably it'd be more if I was going to go to the doctor's office and pay out of pocket. It's going to be more than that. So that's the reason I did the at-home test. Now, as far as why I decided to test my thyroid, part of that has to do with being brushed off on my concerns when I asked the doctors at my annual physicals about my weight gain, my stress, and just how tired I am. And like, well, yeah, you have kids. Yeah. And almost everything that was mentioned that I as I'm doing more research, I'm suspicious that I might have hypothyroidism. And I'm not getting any help when I'm bringing these things up. I doubt there's any notes being taken. And I'm just not confident in the healthcare I'm being provided. So taking charge. And a lot of times we have to fight for our own healthcare, and we have to fight for ourselves, because so many things have been getting brushed off. When almost anything I bring up, they're like, oh, well, some of that has to do with when you had kids and you're just getting older, or they're wanting to sit there and like, well, you're at that age. And no, I am not going to accept this whole age is a factor. If you look up information about hypothyroidism and some of the common symptoms, and I'm sitting there going, I have quite a few different symptoms. And then you go into your family history, and do you have people in your family that have diabetes? Do you have people in your family that have depression? Do you have people in your family that have panic attacks, and what was the other one? Crohn's disease. And those are the ones that jump out to me, because I have family members that have all of those things. And so I'm like, okay, so not only the symptoms that I'm having, but I'm looking at family history and how those different types of things in family history can point to the possibility of hypothyroidism. It just kept pushing me over. And it's really been after I've switched to carnivore and I am feeling better. Makes me sit there and think about, what else do I need to do? What is the root cause? And that is my reasoning for doing this, to see if there's a root cause where I can sit there and say, yes, this is what I need to do, and I need to stay on track. Because going carnivore, I've felt better, and everything takes time, especially when you do anything natural. A lot of times there's time. I didn't get here overnight. It's not going to be resolved overnight, right? So this is going carnivore was one of my steps to take over my health, and I am feeling better, but I would like some answers. So that's why I'm decided to do this test. And especially knowing that the holidays are going to be coming up, and we're going to be going back to school, and there's so many different things coming up. And if I can sit there and say, hey, I have hypothyroidism, I need to stay away from XYZ because of it, people will respect me. At least my different family members that roll their eyes. Like, if you've been keto or carnivore, you have those people that roll their eyes and be like, oh, you're doing that. Like, that's so stupid. Well, if I'm going to sit and say, well, I have to stay away from these things because of hypothyroidism, they're going to understand it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I will let you know more information when I get my results and how this whole experience ends up coming out to be. That prick wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I was more scared. I'm more looking at all these extras going, what did I need these for? But they definitely gave you enough. You definitely have enough tools to get the job done. So thank you for joining me on my channel. And if you're interested, or if you're wanting to know more about these tests, like, subscribe, and I'll keep you updated and let you know what goes. I'm going to get this off in the mail tomorrow, and we'll see what happens when I get, one, when I get my results, and two, depending on the results and how soon I can get into a physician. They do all the physician, it's video or phone. It's all from home. That's another part I like. It's not like I have to drive to a doctor's office, because one of the closest doctor's offices to me is about a half hour away. I'm looking at 30 some miles. I live right along the highway, and it's still over half an hour for me to get to a doctor's office. So it's not like it's 10 minutes across town. So when I have to make a doctor's appointment, almost any doctor's appointment, no matter how short the appointment is, I have the drive there. I'm usually sitting in the waiting room for half an hour or more, and the drive back, I almost have to plan a 3 hours for a doctor's visit. And I've been through that. It's not worth it, especially when I'm not getting told any extra information. So I'm not getting told anything that's helpful that I can implement or change. So I'm looking forward to this. This was really quick, easy to do. So I'm going to mail it off and let you know more information about what happens with the results and how that physician consultation is.